All right, welcome back to Ripe Avocados. Today we're going to review Superman. Is that the official title or is there a little subtitle under it?
No, it's just Superman.
Oh, okay. Superman.
Real easy to remember.
Directed by James Gunn. Very, very highly anticipated movie. So we're going to get into it and review Superman.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day.
Before we start today's episode, I just want to announce our Road to 500 subs free movie ticket sweepstakes. All you got to do is subscribe to our channel, leave a like on the video, and leave a comment below. Let's get into today's episode. So Superman is about an intergalactic alien with superpowers. He gets sent to Earth by his birth parents, and he's raised by the cutest old couple in Kansas. And he turns out to be Superman, the greatest superhero alive. And he also works his alias is Clark Kent. He is a reporter at the Daily Planet, and he gets entangled into some sticky political situations. In this case, in this movie, he stops this country from invading this smaller country. And Lex Luthor, his number one hater, probably the biggest hater alive, will stop at nothing to try to kill him. And he kind of sets up the whole Bavaria nation invasion thing to set up an excuse to kill Superman. And he will go to the extent of ripping the entire planet in half to do this. But of course, Superman ends up stopping him along with the Justice Gang and his dog Crypto, or the dog he's pet sitting, Crypto. And he ends up banging Lois Lane at the end. So
Yeah.
all is good with him.
I liked. Well, we'll do the scores first, as always, and then we'll dissect it more. So I went 8.1 for entertainment here.
I went 8.5.
Okay. 7.2 was my character score.
I went 9.0.
Jesus, chill with that.
What are you talking about? These characters were amazing.
Cinematography, I went 7.0.
Cinematography, I went 9.1.
And then writing, I went 6.0.
Writing, I went 8.3.
Okay.
Did we see the same Superman?
No, this is good. This doesn't happen too often. So we've got a large difference of opinions here. But entertainment was our closest one. I mean, we're right around the 8s. I thought this movie was really good. It lived up to the hype it got, in my opinion. I mean, sure, you can nitpick the plot holes and stuff, which I'm going to obviously do later, but one positive that I really did appreciate was how this wasn't really an origin story. And usually when you get a new version of a superhero, you have to see that all transpire. And you and I are big time superhero fans, so we know the Superman origin story. And I just don't really like watching that shit because...
Yeah, how many times do they have to remake an origin movie?
Yeah,
we get it.
I was a big fan of the fact that they just streamlined all of that, and the first scene is him just getting his ass beat and dragged back to his lair in Antarctica, right? Or the North Pole. Yeah, so why'd you like it more? Like, did you think this was better than the Pattinson Batman, or how crazy are we gonna get here?
Two different movies for me. I'm in a different mindset watching Superman versus I am the Batman, Robert Pattinson, and I love both. I think they're both fantastic. I gave this such a high score. It was just a really fun movie to watch. I enjoyed being there the entire time. I wasn't checking my watch to see how much longer the movie was. And I think it's got to be the best Superman movie I've ever seen. And yeah. I love Henry Cavill. I appreciate Man of Steel, I'll say, but
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Not fucking with that?
I don't know.
I just think Henry Cavill is a picturesque Superman until I saw this movie. David Cornsweet, like, he fucking killed it. I can't lie.
No, he was good. I mean, there's a lot of talk about James Gunn and his take on this whole franchise. I mean, everyone knows him probably from Guardians of the Galaxy. He did the newer Suicide Squad one with John Cena. I don't actually remember the name of that movie, but it was pretty good.
The better Suicide Squad, that's for sure.
He's got this very not lax, but lighthearted mood to his movies, and it was evident from the trailer that that's what we were going to get here. I asked you about the Pattinson one because I personally think that's a way better movie than this. I do think it's a tier above this movie just because I like that more serious tone. And I think some of these scenes could have had a little bit more drama to them had it been a little darker, in my opinion. But it's not going to take away from the fact that I too enjoyed it. Like I didn't think there were any dull moments in the movie. I thought the pacing was really good.
You didn't think Lex Luthor sniping that guy in the head wasn't dark?
I mean, there was. Are you talking about when he executed the guy in the prison?
Malik. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen though in a Guardians movie too. You're gonna get
that's true.
You're gonna get a couple things like that. It's just there's a lot of one-liners.
Rocket Raccoon's friends.
Right, that shit was dark as hell. I will give James Gunn that, but it's just there's a lot of one-liners in here, right? And I don't think they all were phenomenal. Some missed the bar for me. Some did make me laugh. I thought the dog Crypto was a great use of comedic relief. I mean, it's like the easiest marketing you can ever do is just put a fucking dog in a movie and make it cute and funny, and people will like it. Even though...
And give him superpowers.
Yeah, and maybe give him CGI to like 900% or whatever the hell they used for him. I don't think one scene with that dog was like an actual animal. But I
think he actually was flying around. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Well, even the close-ups when he was just like sitting there and like turning his head, it looked like a completely fake thing. But he was funny, and I think it was... We talked about this too offline, but this movie needed to be good for DC. It's big for them. It's big for the DCU that people are going to watch this. Obviously, we're not doing this channel just to, say that the most popular movies are awesome and whatnot. We're here to like fine tune and tell you what's actually good. And this movie
unless they pay us.
Yeah, that's true. We will get bribed for sure. But no, this movie was solid and a lot of fight scenes. The flying scenes I thought were cool. Those were throwing it back to like the Christopher Lee view where it's just the close up of him going at the speed of light. And yeah, I don't know. It was good.
So about your James Gunn take, I see what you're saying, and I do like a darker film, right? Like thrillers is my favorite genre of movie. But going into this movie, I was expecting, that typical comic book movie, lighthearted, bright colors, and I feel like James Gunn delivered on that. I think he portrayed Superman from the comics as best he could in movie format.
Definitely. The costume looked sick, too. I had no gripes with the costume.
Could have been a bigger bulge, but whatever.
Yeah. I thought the cast of characters was good, too. I guess we could probably move into that now. Nicholas Hoult, I really like Nicholas Hoult, man. I think he's got some really good work under his belt. He's done a lot of different stuff. He's been a villain before. It's not the first time we've seen him as one. But he plays interesting characters. Like, we just did Juror number 2 when he's playing an anti-hero, like a disheveled guy. My favorite role of yeah, piece of shit. I really like him in Mad Max Fury Road. I think that's probably my favorite role of his, but I just think he's a really good actor. I thought he played the Lex Luthor role well, and
he's got range.
He definitely has range. I thought Rachel Maisel, I
It's like
don't
Brosnahan or something like that.
Brosnahan. Yeah, I should know her last name. I've never watched Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I've seen House of Cards though. That's where she first kind of made a name for herself. She's great. I think she does the job very well as Lois Lane, because again, like, you and I know these characters very well. That's part of the reason why I didn't want the whole origin story thing, and I think these guys fit these characters really well, and it worked. I really like the Jimmy Olsen character too.
Or a king.
Yeah, the whole thing with him dating Lex Luthor's girlfriend didn't make any sense to me. That circle was just so small. Like, what the hell are the odds of that? But
it's funny though, right? It's so stupid because Superman is sitting right next to him.
Yeah, exactly. And they do poke fun at the whole Clark Kent alias bit, to where nobody can recognize him except for Lois, and they allude to Wendell Pierce, the guy from The Wire, like giving him one of these in like the very end of the movie. But I mean, Clark Kent comes to the office looking like another sway boy, and nobody bats an eye, and it's awesome. That's why we like Superman. He's like the one superhero who doesn't wear a mask, and no one can recognize him at all.
Well, they talk about it in the movie, the hypno glasses. So
yeah,
I guess they solve that somehow. I think it's from the comics too. I was reading that online.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that I'm never.
It works in a superhero movie.
It's plot armor for the end of time. Like, no one. If Superman was wearing a mask, we'd be like, what the fuck is going on here, you know? Like, he can't ever put a mask on. Crypto was dope, too. I did kind of like Lex Luthor's sidekicks. Edith Scissorhands, and I don't remember the other one. But her powers were kind of... Ultraman, that's right.
Black
Ultraman.
Noir from The Boys.
Yeah, he did look just like Black Noir. And people, we should probably talk about this. I've seen a lot of hate online that Superman was too weak in this movie and not dominating like triple-double stats the entire time. And I kind of get that take. He does go crazy in the very end of the movie, but there was just that whole scene with Edith Scissorhands, the fact that she comes in at the very end and is almost the final blow to him, like suffocates him. And why did she wait the whole movie to do that? I should probably have saved this for the writing, but that shit really bothered me.
Yeah, I don't know. She just wanted to deep throat him right towards the end of the movie for some reason. I think they just couldn't like kill him off right away. Also, it's hard to nail down Superman unless you have the ugliest looking Metamorpho with the kryptonite. No,
Yeah.
that character was actually so sick. That's NoHo Hank or whatever.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the same actor? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought the characters were fantastic. I mean, I gave characters a 9.0.
Yeah.
I thought everyone in the Justice Gang was hilarious. And really dope. Nathan Fillion is Green Lantern. He was sick. Like, Guy Gardner was hilarious.
He was the best character of the movie, I thought. Like,
I thought
down.
him. Well, to me, it was a toss-up between him, Lex Luthor, and Mr. Terrific.
Yeah. No,
Mr. Terrific was dope. The one fight scene he has where they're walking up to the portal to go into the pocket dimension, and he's just kicking everyone's ass with his orbs while Lois is just stuck in the bubble. That was hilarious.
Yeah. That was a sick scene. I totally agree with you there. The Green Lantern negative allure, too, finally got... It seems like the cycle's been broken.
Yes.
That was even a crazier run than Superman, honestly. I don't think we've ever seen one good scene of... We've never seen one good scene of Green Lantern on the big screen. At least I haven't. It's one of the coolest DC characters ever. I mean... It's just such a sick superpower. It's very intricate, well thought, and Nathan Fillion was awesome, man. And Guy Gardner's supposed to be like arrogant and kind of a dick in the comics, and they filled it to a T. There's like 6 Green Lanterns too, so I wasn't exactly sure which one it was at first because I thought it was Hal Jordan. I was like, that I don't think that's really gonna work. Definitely not Jon Stewart, but
No, Ryan Reynolds retired Hal Jordan. That's
oh, he was Hal Jordan. I've never
was
actually
he? I
watched
I
those.
could have sworn he was, but
He
I could be
probably
wrong.
was.
I don't know.
Because
know.
Hal
Look it
Jordan
up.
becomes Spectre, which is one of the coolest characters in the DCU. Maybe they'll actually bring that in future movies.
Did Guy Gardner have a worse haircut than Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men?
It was pretty
Which
ass.
haircut's worse?
It was just a straight bowl. He
Yeah.
literally put a bowl on his head when
Yeah.
he gave him that shit. But no, I mean he carried it well. I just think the Green Lantern scenes where he's fighting were just because the problem with the other stuff that we've seen from Green Lantern is like us in the audience are judging the stuff he's making with his ring, and I thought a lot of it made sense. Like he's just poking that big frog in the eye
Yeah.
with whatever contraption he made there, but he also just dominated when he needed to dominate. Because like
Yeah.
Green Lantern's very powerful. He's just not as strong. Like he has no actual powers himself. It's just the ring. But I thought it was just such a cool adaptation of that. I really want to rewatch.
I
this
mean,
movie
dude, the middle fingers coming out of the ground was
oh yeah,
so
that shit
fucking
was
sick.
that was sick. Yeah, dude, I really fucked with Nathan Fillion. I knocked the characters a little bit, just here and there, you know. I don't know. I didn't.
All I
think,
heard was you raving about the characters.
well, I didn't think the sidekicks were anything
Oh
crazy.
yes, Lex Luthor's.
And I just didn't really understand the whole Lex Luthor girlfriend with Jimmy Olsen. I thought that was just a little bit of fodder. I think it could have, the movie could have happened without that, and it wouldn't have really mattered. But that's just me being
she
critical.
was key to them taking down Lex Luthor.
Yeah, she was a genius with all
Yeah.
those selfies she took. They were kind of funny though. I was laughing. Do you want to do cinematography?
Well, last thing about characters, we got to talk about Rocket Raccoon making an appearance in a DC movie. Bradley
Was
Cooper is
Oh,
Superman's
yeah.
dad.
Yeah, that was right out of left
So
field.
random. I was like, what the fuck is this?
And that one AI from Westworld played another AI in Superman.
Wait,
You remember
what?
that? That girl's from Westworld. Yeah, she's one of the attractions or whatever. She's a she's a robot. Haven't seen her in much since then though. That's why I knew her from Westworld. I actually don't know her name. I should have wrote it down. But yeah, Bradley Cooper killed it as Kal-El.
Oh,
Killed
yeah.
it. They just watched
And he's such a
Invincible.
bro dad. He's like, yo, Superman, go bang as many girls as you want. Just impregnate everyone.
It was a straight rip off of Viltrumite. I don't think that's how the comics word that shit at all, right?
I think there might be a version. There's like so many different comics out there and versions
Yeah.
of Superman, so I'm sure
But I
there's
would-
one where his parents were actually low-key dickheads.
Of course, but the original is definitely that the Kryptonites are good people and stuff, or at least his parents were supposed to be good people.
Yeah,
But
probably.
not whatever. They
Oh, one thing that you brought up earlier was you liked that it wasn't the typical origin movie, like it kind of
Yes.
jumped right into the action. I completely agree because I love Superman's parents, Ma and Pa. I love them to death, but I'm tired of seeing like so many emotional scenes with them. I saw them
Yeah.
pop up on screen maybe twice this movie and have very meaningful conversations with Superman, and they were gone, and it was perfect.
yeah,
Like, I loved that.
the dad convo hit hard, but it's
Yes.
always, why is it always so emotional when they go to that farm, bro?
Yeah, I
any
don't know.
any version of any Superman movie, you go to the farm and you're like, oh shit, here comes the monologue in 5 minutes here. But I completely agree. They really trimmed that shit down. We got just a lot of action, a lot of high speed stuff. Like I mentioned before, I thought the pacing was fantastic, and we could pace this episode, move into cinematography here. I gave it a 7.0. You went 9.1. I just thought there was a little bit too much CGI. I don't love it as much.
Dude,
it's hard
he's
to.
flying through buildings. What do you
I
want him?
know.
What do you want him
I
to
know.
do?
I want fucking Tom Cruise in here. Is what I want. No,
Tom Cruise would be like, "All right, David, you're actually going to fly through this building."
I want you to fucking hit me as hard as you can. No, it was good. It just didn't blow anything out of the water for me. I thought The fight scenes were great, like I mentioned. That just goes more to my entertainment rating. The soundtrack was fine. Nothing really notable there. I just thought there were some cool shots in here, but overall, it's a superhero movie. I'm gonna give it a pretty average superhero cinematography score.
Man, I mean, cinematography was my highest score, and I thought this movie was just so visually pleasing. Everyone's attractive. No, but for real, like, I thought the CGI held up. I thought it was fantastic. The flying scenes are great. I feel like it's always hard to, when you have a superhero like Superman who's able to fight giant monsters, fly through buildings, and cause so much destruction, I feel like it's hard to capture that in a real-time movie versus animated. But I think they did a fantastic job here. The colors in this movie were really great when Superman and Lois are having that one-on-one talk and the Justice Gang is outside fighting that jellyfish monster or whatever the thing that was breathing fire. Like the purples and blues lighting up the room. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah. Did I tell you I saw this in 3D by accident?
No, you did not.
Yeah. There was only 3D showing. That scene was crazy in 3D. It honestly didn't bother me at all because it's not as
Don't go baked to watch Superman in 3D.
No, I wasn't baked, but that scene was still just wild. Like, you took the glasses off and you couldn't even see that stuff going on outside of his apartment.
Dude,
but
I hate 3D movies.
I don't like them, yeah. I would have definitely chosen to just watch it in standard or IMAX, but it is what it is.
I bet it was sick when Superman punches that one dude and the tooth flies out.
That was like the Spy Kids 3D effect, you know? The only good movie I've ever seen in theaters 3D was Avatar, the first one. That was fucking crazy. Yeah. Just because you were like in the world, that VFX was so ahead of its time. But wasn't as clean in this movie, I would say. I just think it looked bright all the time. We had his lair up in the North Pole or whatever. Mm-hmm. So those scenes always look pretty aesthetic.
I thought all the fighting scenes were dope too. Like Superman using his laser beams or his laser eyes to fry those dudes. We talked about Mr. Terrific, that whole one shot where it's just panning around and he's going fucking apeshit.
I agree. When he's doing the 360s with the laser vision, that was cool. I don't know. Maybe I should raise my rating, but
who's the bigger hater, Lex Luthor or you?
Definitely Lex Luthor. He tried to kill the whole planet. No, I like this movie. I just didn't like the writing. We could go there. So Edith Scissorhands, I already talked about her. I don't know her actual character name, but that whole thing in the very end, it just didn't make any sense why she didn't try to suffocate Superman, the first time she fought him. But also I think we could have cut out Nicholas Hoult just yelling A3 9B, like all those numbers, and all these guys are just controlling one person that they're using as an avatar. Like, wouldn't it make more sense
you imagine being just the like A2 guy that just never gets called.
Yeah, he's like left kick. Yeah, he never gets to use it ever. But there were literally 10 people controlling one avatar, and I thought that part was kind of cheesy. I think it would have looked cooler had they had. Honestly, the scene James Gunn used in Guardians of the Galaxy when that gold colony or gold planet are flying those ships from their planet. Also, we've got all these heartfelt scenes where Superman is going over how all he's doing is trying to save people. And I think there was at least 2, maybe 3 scenes of him just holding up a fucking skyscraper to save one person, or like one person in their car driving away. I mean,
hell yeah.
5,000 people dying in the building right above him. Like,
they all evacuated, bro.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that shit was a little overboard to me. I think in the very end, though, he kind of goes crazy and fights all the, the Earth Squad. They have a special name for it. It's like Earth Watch or something.
Oh, yeah, Planet Watch or some shit.
Planet Watch. Yeah, he goes nuts against those guys, and he clearly just kills, like, all of them. All of his morals just evaporated. But No.
You're really nitpicking here, it sounds like.
I mean, the Edith Scissorhands thing really pissed me off. Like that was just so lazy. And also when he's imprisoned with the guy holding the kryptonite hand or krypton, yeah.
Metamorpho.
That was the dumbest plan Lex Luthor ever had. If he's like the smartest guy in the world, how would he not? His whole plan is kill this kid's son if this guy stops, turning his arm into kryptonite.
That was pretty fucking dumb. Like threatening his son there when Superman can literally break out of the cell they're in.
Also, that was at least 2 to 3 minutes of actual screen time to where Superman had to recover after the kryptonite wore off. So like this guy's just watching this with like a knife at this kid's throat, and he waits. Of course, he waits too long. I'm not. I mean,
he's probably, his eyeballs are probably like fried. That light was so bright.
Right, but wouldn't Lex Luthor be in his ear like, kill him? I don't know. I just thought that part was really stupid. Like they didn't. I think you could have mapped out a much better ransom scene or a much better scene where he was getting kryptonite used against him. Counterpoint, I will say I liked how they used the kryptonite earlier in the movie because I think 100% of Superman movies before this one had kryptonite be the final boss thing that he has to deal with,
Yeah, kinda.
I'd have to go back and do my research, but it's
the enemy's trump card.
Yeah, it's like every movie. I just remember the one where he's fighting General Zod. What is that? Man of Steel, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely was kryptonite at the end of that one. Definitely kryptonite at the end of the Christopher Lee one. The bad one in 2006. I've seen that one. Yeah, they're kind of, they just kind of recycle stuff with these movies, and I just liked how it was a little bit of a fresh taste in that aspect. So one nice note on the writing.
No, I mean, I gave writing an 8.3. It was nothing insane, but I thought, as I said earlier, James Gunn did a great job taking comic book Superman and putting him on the big screen. I think This was one of the best comic book movies I've seen. Like, I would put this up there with some of the top Marvel movies that I've seen. I think definitely the best DC live action movie.
What?
Well,
the best DC live action movie?
Sorry, I'm thinking like DCU.
I don't think it's better than the Pattinson Batman. You do?
It's close. It's really close, honestly.
It probably is, but I would definitely give the Batman one a trump card. In my opinion,
maybe if the Batman wasn't 5 hours long, I would like it a little bit more.
I don't think it's touching any of the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't think any of those two movies I mean, maybe the Batman one does. That's a whole other conversation. Dark Knight is leaps and bounds ahead. And Joker 2. Don't forget that one.
Oh, wait. You see the trailer for Odyssey? Sorry, we'll push that.
Yeah, I did. I did see the
we'll save that for the end. Let's keep getting through this.
Anything more on writing though? I got a bug in my eye.
I thought the ending was fantastic. I love the ending where he's getting healed and he's like, show me videos of my parents. And
oh yeah, that shit was.
That's like a step parent
but
dream ending right there.
Mm-hmm. No, I liked it. It was just very corny. I was laughing at him for sure. He's just like sitting in a chair. It looked like a Clockwork Orange, honestly. It was like all happy shit. I liked it though. It goes back to my entertainment score. I thought this movie was good. I'm just gonna be nitpicky and annoying about it, All right, so if you don't have anything else, or what were you saying about the Odyssey?
Oh yeah, did you see that trailer?
I saw the first one where Tom Holland's like crying like a little bitch.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, it looks good.
And John Bernthal is talking to him.
Oh yeah, and Cillian Murphy's on a raft or whatever.
Yeah,
that was after the Nicole Kidman AMC speech. Like Christopher Nolan had a trailer after trailers ended.
I know, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that's the god tier level he's at.
He's going for Oscars at the moment. I mean, that's an Oscar movie. This Odyssey is going to be an Oscar type movie.
Yeah.
it can get artsy, but it's also gonna have some crazy action and stuff. That's gonna be exciting. But anyways, the final score for Superman, we gave this a 7.9. Sean alone probably gave it a
Full point up.
9.1. Yeah, probably. But that's our scale. Go check out all our movie reviews at our website, which will be linked in our bio. And make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on TikTok and check out our clips on there. And we'll be back next Tuesday with another one. And until then, peace out.
Deuces.